This is Govs Radio. Govs Radio.
And you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci, and you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for now.
With me in your head because I didn't.
No, I did. I told you.
Hear any of this. This is all like completely new stuff. So weirdo. I feel like you need to move over more because the thing's right in your face. $10 seconds.
This is Govs Radio. Govs Radio.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Thanks for joining us this morning. GovsRadio.com is the website. You can see our show there live right now.
This is Ruth Buzzy, and I'd like you to know how much I love the Knockem Dead radio show coming to you live on govsradio.com. Oh, you make me laugh. You really do. Oh, please. I can't do this anymore.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Voice, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're going to keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say there, people?
Hey, Tony, you're not funny. And you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and
2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Day Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
To start, I can send you this link to this song parody I could do if you guys want.
Cool. And we're on. Hi, everybody. Which one? This one? Yes. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. It is Thursday. It is April 8th. April 8th, everybody. Nice to see you all. We have Josh is here. Josh Schaefer is here. We're going to hang out with him in a minute. He's wearing his Mets jersey. And Georgia from Soul Space will be stopping in later as well. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning, Greg DiFilippo. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Joanne. I think I said them already. Tony Landolfi is watching. Hello, Tony. Hope you're well, pal. We need to get Tony in here. Suzanne, Captain Jack. My mom is watching. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Nikki. Kevin says, "I'd morning." I think that's supposed to say,
"I'd morning."
Maybe that's... We have iPhones and iPads. Maybe that's just how he says the morning now.
Kevin Epstein called in on the Rodeo show the other night. It was so funny.
Oh, that was Kevin Epstein?
Yeah, because he's like, "Hey, it's Kevin Epstein." I'm like, "Hey, Kevin, it's Sallie." He's like, "Hi, Sallie."
Wow, that sounded a little flirty. Did he pay you like $1 a minute for that conversation?
I kept him on the phone for like 4 hours.
Kathy Beansy is watching. Ken Pichelle is there. Ken Pichelle, we had some issues with the Zoom, so we're going to play the recorded ads. We'll play that in a little while. Hello, everybody. Adam Snare is here. Carrie's watching. Just checking in. Elizabeth is there. Hi. Oh, and Taz is there. Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all. Hope you enjoyed your Wednesday yesterday. We're mad.
We're mad. You didn't tell me in our big morning meeting about the show that we're mad.
We did. Actually, we did talk about it.
We did?
So, yeah, you just didn't pay attention.
Oh.
We have.
Who are you?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, and you'll know what I'm talking about. We have Facebook issues yet again.
Oh, yeah.
That we're mad about. We'll get to that in a little while. Because right now, we're hanging out with Josh Schaefer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey.
And it's nice to see him. When was the last time we even saw you?
Pre-pandemic.
It was right?
Yeah.
Holy crap. So it's been over a year?
Yeah, it's been madness.
That's insane.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah, so I have to ask you, how'd you make out?
What's going on?
Well, I mean, it's been a long year.
What did you do this year?
Well, that's the thing. So, yeah, I'm hoping you and your family are healthy, but even more on top of that, you're a nurse, a first responder, basically, who was on top of it, and you're a hero. So thank you for everything you did in getting us through this.
You know, we can't do it without relying on each other and stuff, so I appreciate everyone who's been supportive and doing the right thing. I urge everyone to get vaccinated. That's what's going to really lead us out of this thing. Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's like 95% effective, safe. The sooner we do, the more people we get vaccinated, the more we can get back to where we were. Not completely. Things are never going to go back entirely to the same, but we can get back to a nice way of life.
Absolutely.
It just takes a couple of shots.
Yeah. So the mental strain must have been, I mean, on top of, God forbid, getting it, but then the mental strain of working in a hospital and taking care of all these people, it must have been nuts for a while.
Yeah, it was. It was unprecedented. I kind of had that mentality of saying it's not going to be such a big deal. My fiance Peggy's like, I think it is. She's also a nurse. She's like, I think it is going to be a big deal. Because you're hearing it's 98%, only 2% mortality rate. I think now maybe 2 to 3, which you think is no big deal. But, you weren't thinking of that's hundreds of thousands of lives that have been lost, and the economic repercussions, and it's just it was the stuff we saw was pretty rough. It was pretty. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. I've been in healthcare for 10 years, and I've seen more suffering and unfortunately death in the past year than I have in the previous 9. So, and I didn't want to come here and be a downer because this is
it's fun. We want to know because we're not on the front lines. We just have like our own family and our family's friends, and we've seen. Even in the studio, the guys from Domestic Disturbance took it in the shorts, early on. They got, like, Tim was really sick. He was really, really, really sick with issues with blood clots.
Yes.
As he walked along for months afterwards, he was winded, and it took him a long time to come back. And, it affected a lot of people. So I can only imagine what you went through. So
yeah, it was rough. I mean, a coworker was out for weeks, came back. He lost like 30 pounds, people that can't... Even those who get it, and then they recover from it, thankfully, it's of course what we want. They get out of bed, they're like 90 years old. They can't take 3 steps without getting winded and stuff. This stuff, it's serious stuff. And it can cause blood clots, and it can cause flooding in the lungs, and it can cause long-lasting neurological issues and stuff. So it's called, I think it's called, I mean, I'm no expert but it's in epidemiology, but I think it's called categorizing an illness, where you figure out exactly the risk factors and what it attacks, and because we've had patients come in their 90s that are completely fine. They're in there for 2 days, 3 days. They get their remdesivir and their Lovenox and stuff, and they're out. Have people in their 40s that didn't make it,
right?
Yeah,
and they're still trying to figure it out. So it's just be safe.
Why? What's the difference? And
I mean, it's just be safe, and we got to stick together.
I'm just impressed with the epidemiology. Is that what you said?
I mean, it's
just like, the fact you can say that word. I'm impressed.
I almost stuttered. I've been out on a while. I'm like staring at the screen. I'm like, I'm on TV.
I'm on TV. People.
We've talked about it a lot on here. We've covered it a lot. So we wanted to get that serious stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
So, and we thank you for everything you did.
Of course.
We thank everybody. And I'm going to thank you for that jersey. That's
the
a
Mets
beauty
jersey?
right there.
Oh, sure.
Well, he's not giving it to you.
Well, I know, but
see,
it even says hero on the back. There you go.
It's a cool marketing campaign through LIJ and Northwell Health and the Mets. So I got to go to Citi Field. They did a big photo shoot. I think I'm going to be, me and a couple other healthcare providers are going to be featured at a game where we did like a virtual throwing out of the first pitch.
Nice. Oh, is that what they're doing now? It's all virtual for
now because they're opening at 20% capacity
right
now. But I mean, the way things are going, there's this really reliable doctor online. He's really great. He's known as Z-Dog MD because I forget his full name, but he's really knows his stuff. And like, if things keep trending the way they're trending, hopefully by July it'll be like maybe 50%. So things should improve. That park is amazing.
Oh, Citi Field is fantastic. I love it.
Pizza cupcakes.
Pizza cupcakes?
Yeah.
Really?
They're like this big, your choice of topping, and it's like, they didn't give us any samples.
Is it a cupcake or a pizza?
I don't
know.
know.
Shape? Is it flat with cupcake tasting, or is it little, then it's a pizza tasting?
The way it looked, it's almost
a
like
good
a design. It's like, I didn't fully understand the design. I was too busy drooling.
All right,
but I definitely want to try it.
But we're talking about the Mets here, so I'm gonna guess. So you do this promotional thing for LIJ and the Mets. Mm-hmm. Did they at least have a retired Met there to be a part of this thing with you guys?
No, I mean,
of course not.
No, I mean that would be like a risk factor, though. I mean,
come on, put on the mask and stand 10 feet away, and at least be, at least you could say, hey, Ed Kranepool was there. I mean, come on, this is the Mets. They got it.
I was hoping to meet Mr. Met.
There you go. They didn't even have Mr. Met. Wasn't even there.
No, he wasn't there. He had the day off.
See, I love the Mets. I'm a diehard
as long as
Met
the guy
fan, but they always do it
who
wrong.
hits that stupid bell is off.
Oh,
then
so,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I can't stand
Maybe he got
Calvin
COVID. Oh, God, that's awful.
God.
I shouldn't say that. It annoys the crap out of me.
The expressions and opinions of Sallie O'Neill are not the expressions and opinions of Gov's Radio.
Yeah, I'll feel awful if he actually has it.
Oh, there's Chris Roach saying, don't listen to me.
Don't listen to this guy. Why, is he a Yankee fan?
He's abusing baby aspirins. No, He's gonna call in at some point because it's
Chris Roach.
Yeah, because we co-created a cartoon that's in the finishing stages, and it's going to be
the phone number,
and we're going to get
to
marketing. You want to text him the hotline number?
Sure.
Well, but it would help though if you unlock the phones there, Sallie O'Neill.
Okay.
And not to mention that DJ D Love already left me a voicemail. He's pissed. You did not.
Well, maybe he should leave a voicemail for the person who controls the phones.
Oh, guys, you're making the baby uncomfortable.
Really? He said in the message, he mentioned your name
At
to
the
make
very
you happy.
And Sallie.
All right, he still said it, though. Oh, my goodness.
I don't
Open
like
those phones.
I don't like
damn it.
his luck today.
Carrie Ann Gross is asking. They have everything, Miss Carrie. They had like a sausage stand. They have whiskey bar. They had a tiki bar. They had a place called the Fisherman's Catch. I believe is seafood related.
I hope so
Well,
with that
venture
name.
to guess.
It's a burger place.
Burgers. I mean everything. I mean I was.
I love
It looks
What?
amazing.
You were never there before?
No, I'm honestly have not.
Oh wow!
I haven't been out in a while, so I mean, in terms of, I mean, I'm also a Yankee fan. I haven't been to a Yankee game. in a
Oh,
while
you're a
either,
Yankee
so,
fan.
yeah,
Oh, so you're just teasing?
No,
me
no,
with
I'm a fan.
all right.
I'm a fan of both.
All right.
I'm trans baseball gender.
That's great. So all right, so Chris Roach is. So we have all sorts of stuff going on here today. We have Josh is here, and George is coming in later, and Chris Roach is going to call.
Yep.
Chris Roach was hanging out in here the other day. He was the first one here. The club reopened this past weekend.
Yeah.
And Chris was here, and he showed up early, so I guess he figured, well, I have nothing else to do. I'll hang out in here. So he was in here for quite a while. It was fun. He's always a lot of fun. He's great.
Yeah.
So let's do this then. So tell us about the cartoon.
Well, it's a concept I came up with a bunch of years back.
Yeah, I remember you talking about it in here a long time ago.
And then I developed it a little bit, and then I met Chris through Michael Ringston. He's our director and our editor, because Michael was working on a project called Pet Hacks, which is a nifty little idea of how to... Actually, it wasn't entirely... I think it went from pet hacks to life hacks. But Chris was kind enough to get involved. He was involved with Kevin Can Wait at the time.
Right.
Very generous guy. We met. We got introduced. Had a couple of drinks. One thing led to another.
And then you had sex?
I don't remember that part.
Oh, you said drinks and one thing led to
It was
another.
either really good or really bad. Either way, I can't remember it. And then a little while later, I talked about this concept, and he was interested. So he came on as co-creator, and we fleshed it out. We came up with a good script, and we finished it recently, and now it's going to be shipped around. And here we are. I think we're in a pretty good place right now. It's definitely unlike. It's definitely different. Definitely different.
Okay.
It's for adults, not perverted adult. It's adult humor.
Like rated R?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or like Family Guy and could be shown on TV.
No, there's F-bombs and,
okay.
and there's drug use and there's things like that.
Excellent.
But it's a biographical. It's a funny mixing of ideas.
All right.
So if you like movies and you like classic movies, certain classic shows, you should really get a kick out of it.
So all right. So let's backtrack. What's it called?
Am I allowed? I mean,
aren't you? No, unless you don't want
Chris,
to.
you going to call in? No, he's the head honcho. So
he's the head honcho now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has spoken to. We have it sort of under lock and key because we're not sure in terms of what we can talk about, what we can't. Talk about.
Why do you have? All right. So without giving details, you have some kind of deal in place that you're not allowed.
Not necessarily a deal yet. But we're just trying to be a little safe, protective.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know. It seems very, very. It adds to the mystery.
We just lost like 15 minutes of our show. We were going to show stuff. No, I'm kidding.
Man, you just freaking gave me a panic attack. I'm like, I don't. Dude, you out there?
So, what's that?
He's calling right now.
Oh, is he? Oh, there it is. Good morning, Mr. Roach, sir.
Hello?
Hello? Are you there?
Hey, is this Tony?
I think so. Is this Chris?
Am I on the air?
Yes.
So, listen, I was at the library writing this cartoon, and I went to the bathroom, and I came back, and it was gone, and this guy's been going on this talk show saying that we know each other somehow.
I thought we decided we would agree on the payment. Would
We're working on a project.
Ruin it for me.
You know what's so funny? It was really not that funny, but he told me he was going to go on the show. I'm like, oh my God, should we tell anybody about the project? But I'm like, you know what? We have a friend of ours, a cartoonist, that made this amazing project, and now there's an exact similar project on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Come on, really?
No, it just said that there's like evil people out there that would do something like that.
Oh well, yeah,
So-
that's true. But
I showed it. He came to me with his idea. We tweaked it. We worked it out, and got all the pitch materials. And when I sent it to my agent, he rarely emails me right back. He's like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, send it, and we'll talk." He emailed me right back, and he wanted all the information and blah blah blah. So I figured, let's wait to He's going to show it to like Netflix, the animation department. Let's let him do all the stuff he can do before we put it onto YouTube and once it's on YouTube, I'm sure that's when you could. I mean, you could have it copyrighted and all that stuff, but there's always ways around it,
Yep, sure is. Especially when these damn lawyers get involved.
Yeah, like, oh, your lead character is an elephant. Oh, well, ours is a lion. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. So, are you saying that from your agent showing it around that somebody said no thanks, but then took the idea?
No, that's not from. That was my friend's project.
That's his friend's.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But is that? Oh, okay. I got it. I'm caught up. All right.
So what he did was the guy's just been a great guy, an amazing cartoonist, and he started this YouTube series. And then next thing you know, he sees the same freaking series on Sci-Fi, and he's going through, he's going through the legal process. But there's always like these little loopholes,
right.
it's a different setup, but it's basically you look at the
same thing.
It's the same thing.
So he might get some kind of settlement, but in the long run, it's not what he would have made if the series went somewhere. Plus, he doesn't have this vehicle that he can push. So that blows.
Right.
Yeah.
And he told me that his lawyers were saying, "Oh, we should just drop it." I'm like, "Drop it? My God, I'd be standing out in front of whatever the Sci-Fi Network was with holding signs."
Absolutely, but by myself holding my one sign.
His product is far. His product is far superior too. Like on every.
I would be naked in front of to get some attention.
There you go.
He got it. Chris got him involved with. Is helping us out now. He's done an extraordinary job. We have two really good animator designers.
He's a friend of Brian McKenna's.
Oh, nice. Now,
that's a freaking guy.
But let me ask you then. So, what's the plan of getting it out? Like, how would you, whether it's this cartoon or anything, how would you push it or get people to see it? Is there a surefire way to get people to see it without?
That's what I was.
is there a way to do that?
How do we get word out? How do we get a fan base without risking,
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna all right. The agent's excited about it. Let him show it to his connections, and if we don't get any bites, let's put it on YouTube. I mean, I'm working on another project too, where we're following the example of like a show called Fleabag that I do believe started out as a YouTube series. Next thing you know, it's on. Diane, what channel is Fleabag on? Really funny show. I think it's Hulu, right? Anyway, and there was another show I actually auditioned for it called Smilf on Showtime. Rosie O'Donnell was in it. That started out as in a film festival. So there's different.
Right.
I guess the avenues you take to pitch stuff now is just different. There's so many different ways to do stuff.
Well, and that's the thing. You mentioned your friend, throwing this thing on YouTube, but even that in itself is a vehicle. I mean, it's unfortunate that someone took it in a different, and changed some of the ideas and made it their own. But look at guys like Rodea. They just post their videos up there, and then it's all over YouTube, and there you go. And
I posted, I did that silly ass video called Ron Kokomo.
Sure, and that was a hit on YouTube.
No, for me it wasn't.
Fleabag is on Prime.
Anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Snare.
I didn't know. Like, I just wanted to make a video to make people laugh. Now, I didn't know a few things. I didn't know that you had to, there's a way of, protecting it, like putting it what do they call a thumbprint or something?
Well, yeah, you're basically you're saying you didn't monetize off it. That's what you're saying.
Thank you. That's what I didn't monetize it. I remember, the next day after I put it up, Newsday contacted me and go, "You mind if we put it on our site?" I'm like, "Yeah, go right ahead." Now I'm thinking whatever views they get, I'm going to get. So next thing I know, they have over 500,000. I'm like, "Oh, I still have 70,000 views."
Right.
And then some other guy asked me to do it. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, "Yeah, what the heck?" The guy from Long Island Laughs, really funny site, and he's got like 1.5 million views on it. And I didn't make it because I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I want to monetize this." I said, I just want to make people that I know laugh.
Yeah, but still, when you see other people benefiting from the work that you did, then it gets icky.
Right.
And there's really nothing wrong with, especially now.
Sallie?
What's that?
I said, "Right, Sallie." I want to see them, and I'm eating McDonald's, and they're having filet mignon.
Well, that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with. They should at least invite you for the filet mignon, for crying out loud.
Yes, at least buy me a candy bar or something. For Christ's sakes.
Yeah,
now you're making me hungry.
Hershey with almonds.
Could I mention the creature that you played in the first episode, or no?
Creature? No, I wouldn't even do that. Tell them off the air because they're good people.
Right.
Oh, thanks.
Well, you know what? Just tell Sallie.
I don't blame you.
Sorry,
I don't blame you.
It isn't the same thing that you were working on last year? Because I feel like you talked about it all last year.
Yeah, no, he didn't give us. He talked about it.
It was kind of it was in its rough stages. Now it's kind of evolved a bit.
Well, maybe I
thought it was a great
What's
idea
up?
last year.
If you're listening to this, do not listen to old episodes of the show.
Thank you.
Sorry, did I just out you guys?
No, this is before I met him. Freaking genius.
Right, this was
you start a project. Yeah, I'm working on this thing. It's no big deal. And all of a sudden, it gets interest. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Who, me? No, I mean, no. You're just basically you're saying he's the alpha who took me under his wing. Honestly, he's a great writer.
But Josh is he has that and I mean this is a compliment.
Uh-oh.
Josh has that nerdy element that is good for cartoons.
Right. Yeah, because you want to make it. You want to make it.
I still get laid. Thank you.
Something's really hot about when it's smart humor, and Josh is really smart, so it's like he makes humor just sharp and witty.
Yeah,
So
I would have to write something like that on pharmaceuticals and
yeah, it's hard to make pharmaceuticals funny. It's not easy.
Recreational.
I mean, I have a good sense of satire and catchphrase.
I don't mean write it about pharmaceuticals. I would have to be on pharmaceuticals.
Witty puns. I've inherited my dad's sense of puns. So
yes, like he'll write this stuff to me. I'm like, and you're sober.
And I'm what?
Sober.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking he comes up with these ideas. I'm like, and this is him sober. This is not him hitting a bong and calling me.
Yeah, right. Well, I can't. Healthcare provider. Although latest legislation. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Well, now like this certain what is it? The town of Hempstead wants to ban it. Like, what's wrong with these people? You don't want to make money,
right?
Right.
I think a lot of places. I think it's legal, but I don't think we'll ever see it like in 7-Elevens.
You always have to follow the money. So it's not always the healthcare providers that are trying to ban it. It's the liquor stores because they don't want people to swap over from whiskey to pot.
Well, that's that old saying.
Right.
Like if you guys go to a bar, they drink a bunch, they probably get rowdy, get into a fight. Guys go to someone's house, take a couple bong hits, and they're like painting and playing music.
Yeah,
and,
they're like, "I love you, man.
ordering
I love
pizza
you too."
and, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And plus, there's I always say with marijuana, you get what you get. Like you could actually deal. Hey, what strain is this? What's the THC levels? And he's like, I don't know. But with these dispensaries, you could be like, all right, can I have a low THC edible? Blah blah blah.
There's way too much thinking involved.
Yeah, they'll ask you, what are you looking for? Do you want something to, ease you off into sleep? Do you want you to be, more creative? They ask you all these things.
Yeah. Well, Seth Rogen has his own company now. It's called Houseplant.
Oh yeah.
And it's taken off. And it's like here's a strain. If you've never done it before, take one hit, wait 15 minutes. If you like it, take another hit. This one, will make you feel more loose. This one will make you feel a little more creative. It's like program. I don't know how it works.
Chris, this should be the next video. This should be the follow up to Ron Konkamo. Chris and the Roaches. Chris and the Roach clips.
Roach Motel.
Right. Now it's like marijuana is going to be like so commonplace. Maybe it's not going to be like as cool when you see people smoking it. Like, wow, he's just smoking a joint.
Chris, how about a series with you and another guy who enjoy pot, and you can call it Best Buds?
See what he did there?
See what he does there? This guy, I get this whole day in text.
I know, I feel bad. I'm sorry. I take it back.
I can't take it anymore.
See, this is why you play the stage, and this is why we just do a radio show that nobody watches.
Oh, stop that.
The strain makes you happy.
It's doing a great thing. The studio looks phenomenal.
It does. It came out really well.
And I think we're supposed to have a talk later, right?
Yeah, so we're still on for that tonight?
Yeah, I'm around, buddy.
Cool. Very nice. You know what? I'm if you want, I'm going to come out your way. We'll go get a bite to eat and talk. You want to do that?
Slow down, guy.
You're moving too fast. Go slow.
Slow down.
You're going to scare him off.
Right?
I came on too. Yeah, I came on too strong. Sorry.
He went too. Yeah, I heard you had a slow hand. What was that?
All right, I'll call you. What we say? Tonight after don't know, after
I'll
7
tell
or
you
something
what,
like that?
why don't we both make plates of food and Zoom each other later?
It sounds like some kind of porn or something. Let me watch you.
I know. It's so funny. This Zoom thing is like, I'm doing these Zoom shows. It was so awkward at first.
Yeah, I bet.
But then you start getting used to
Yeah.
like little things about them. Like now, like you see all these people watching, you can pick one person out and tease them a little bit, and they seem to like that. But when I first did it, man, I was uncomfortable. Oh my God.
Yeah. But it's got to be nice to be able to do it and then just turn over and go back to sleep.
Yes, like other stuff. I don't want to,
Plus, it was nerve wracking at first because like a lot of times, like when we try to do it, like it wasn't working. So then when it actually did work, we were like all uncomfortable, and so we couldn't relax. It was like, I can't believe it worked.
You read my mind.
What's that?
Porn. Here comes the porn.
Yeah, that's our audience there. We said porn, and then everybody just wakes up.
It's like anything else. People are learning, like especially comics, like little like for instance, one of the first shows I did, it was like say 100 people watching, and they let everybody turn on their mics to the cameras.
Jeez.
So I'll be in the middle of a bit, and I'll hear somebody go, "The Chinese food is here!" I'm like,
dogs barking.
I'm like, hey, moron, I'm talking over here. But,
I told you to go to bed.
I did a show recently where they said, all right, there's 100 people, let's say. You 10 keep it on, but know that we can hear every word you said, every word you say. We can hear your dog barking. I've been heckled by dog barks.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
So,
no one
you
remembers.
have to take issues with the sound, man.
Well, but so it must be real nice, though, this past weekend to get back on the stage.
Oh, yeah.
That was phenomenal because we were, we saw you guys, and we were all so excited to see each other. We were all like so chatty, and then the next day we were just like, all right, we're back.
It was nice. It was a nice group of people. Everyone looked so happy to be out, and
it was so good seeing everybody. Even though you see some of these people on, you talk to them on the phone or maybe Zoom with them, it's not the same as seeing them in person.
It's not the same at all, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
cool beans, man.
Nice.
Cool beans.
All right, so here's the deal, and I'll let you go after this. So when you guys, when you guys can tell us more about it and show us clips and all that stuff, when you make the deal with Netflix and your big stars, right, you just make sure you get your asses back in here to finish the job, as they say, and tell us all about it.
We didn't know what was going on because, like, I said to Tony yesterday, I'm like, why don't you contact Josh and have him send over, like, some clips and we'll, like, load it for him. So I was like, oh, did Josh send over the clips? And Tony's like, no, he wouldn't. I'm like, what?
Josh actually threatened me. He said, you say anything about this that you're not allowed to say, and I'll fucking kick your ass.
I'm like, what do you mean he said no?
And then I'll get Roach to step on you, he said.
No, I mean, it's in a pretty short period of time, we've been fortunate to take it to a different step where now it's like, it's somewhat unfamiliar terrain for me. So, I mean, I'm just doing what needs to be done. It's fine.
Right. No, totally.
Besides, it adds to the mystery.
I'm so paranoid, though. I'm such a paranoid person, anxious person that, once I heard that guy's story, I was like, oh my God.
You're anxious? No way.
He's anxious on the inside.
You gotta see my pill collection.
Your what?
His pill collection.
I have a plethora of meds.
You do? Oh, this is a new layer I've never seen before.
Now Josh is going to be your nurse.
This is now the therapy session.
I'm going to be his nurse? Holy shit.
You are now already.
Fucker.
He can give you a bath, too.
Motherfucking bastard. No, I've you know.
Can you imagine how long it would take
to do That's the benefit of
like
being like, you could be a healthcare provider in this business is like, oh, can you take a look? What's going on here, by the way? I thought we were doing some writing, but I'm worried. I'm like,
I have a mole. I can't concentrate with this mole.
Does this rash look normal?
Does any rash look normal?
All right, well, Chris Roach, we appreciate the call, pal, and we look forward to learning more about the cartoon. And while we got you, what's the best way where people can find out what you have going on?
Oh, my website, chrisroachlive.com, or my Instagram, @RoachComic.
Very nice. And, of course, don't forget to go on iTunes and all the streaming services and pick up the album, The Roach Motel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how good I'm promoting? Yeah.
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 Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris, and I'll talk to you tonight, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right, thank you.
I appreciate it, man.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
See
Thank you.
He's great.
He's funny.
I think he's hysterical.
And
good,
nice.
just a good guy.
I just like him.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
a great guy. So, all right. So, without giving much away, though, but there's a lot involved with it. So, putting it all together, because it was your idea, but other than it's not like getting a camera and filming, where you could have performed it. You had to find animators. Like, you don't do any of that, right?
No, I mean,
So you really had to get a lot of.
Yeah, I mean,
you couldn't have done it without these other people.
Can I talk?
What?
Can I talk?
So anyway,
Damn.
and go.
I've been a lifelong fan of animation. I've been an artist, so I can draw, but I'm not like that. I mean, I'm not that skilled. I mean, I can replicate and stuff, so when I come up with a concept, I mean, as a cartoonist doing my own stylized version, like my version of creating something, it's fine.
Okay.
But in terms of like making like animation,
You have to let people do their job.
right?
Like, yeah.
I mean, they always say that's the secret. You do what you do well, then you get out of the way and let other people that do their jobs just as well. So
Yeah. It's
I reached-
difficult, but it's best.
So I mean, I came up with the concept. Like I said, I came up with the script, and Chris came in. I contacted this animator who worked for nothing. I mean, pennies. And I mean, I paid out of pocket. Because sometimes if you want something done, you got to just do it yourself financially. And it took a while, but I mean, he did a really great job. So it's like you have to set cast a wide net and see what you bring in. And this guy's been very loyal to us. And through that, through Chris, we snagged another equally talented animator. So, it's like, it's when it's kind of like a passion project and it has potential. People who believe in it are going to stick around. That's what we've seen. That's what we've seen so far.
And is it so? I don't know if I can even ask. Is it a series or is it a movie?
No, it's a series.
Okay, so how many did they make?
Right now we have 5. We have about 5 in the works.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because I draw too, but I'm the old-fashioned guy. I draw with pen and paper, and I took an animation class like 20 years ago where it was flip, and it was 10 weeks of this class just to make. I think it was an 8-second cartoon. I mean,
yeah.
I was dead by the end of this thing. I was like, this is not something I can do. I mean, it's completely different now.
Yeah.
But where I'm going with this is it still very time consuming?
Oh, it's extremely tedious.
Because I don't know anything about computer animation.
I mean, again, I don't have a lot of experience. I mean, I'm passable with Photoshop, but if I want to do something decent in Photoshop, it'll take me at least, even something I make just for myself or just like a little like visual gag, it'll take hours. But for animation, I mean, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours.
And I don't lose sight of the fact that I'm a moron, so I have no idea what the hell I'm doing when it comes to this stuff. But a professional, it still takes them a long time.
Yeah, but being a moron has never stopped an animator before. I mean, there's plenty of them.
True.
Look at me. I mean, I'm a cartoonist, so I'm a writer, so.
Yeah,
it's mental health and intelligence is not a prerequisit for this business.
That's the truth. And if that was the case, I wouldn't be sitting in here right now.
Yeah.
What about Roach? Did you have to pay him a lot of money? Because I'm sure he walked in saying, "I'm Chris Roach. I am the Chris Roach."
Fortune.
Yep, I bet. I've heard that about him.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
And who's the cast? You did voices, Chris did some voices.
Right now, it's just the two of us.
Oh, it is just two of you. Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
But the objective is to get other creative voices on board as the series builds momentum.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those who find it appealing.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, should I audition right now? Should I show him the voiceover I did for a cartoon?
For the old man?
Yeah.
That you did? You just can't do it?
No, I need the full effect, man. I need to show him. No?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Can you find it or no? You need me to jump in there
Joe
and find it?
Beans
jump in.
says he's going to be Santa this year for nursing homes, hospitals. That's excellent.
Let me tell you something about Joe Staz Beans. That
Later.
guy. What?
Later.
That guy, he's going to.
Excuse me just a second. Oh, you're going to show me.
Do what you got to do. But Joe Staz, that guy. He's playing Santa Claus?
That's what he said this year.
We know all about him. He's going to reach into those kids' pockets and steal their change. That guy, he's a thief, that guy. He does nothing but steal money from his mother-in-law. Let's see. You know what? Let me go there. Let's see if it comes up. Oh, I think it will.
Old man voiceover.
Let's see. Well, I'm going to audition right here, live on the air. I'm going to audition for Josh's cartoon.
So what are you going to do? You're going to pull it over there?
Yes. Well, no, I just go like that, I think. Yeah, I do. I go like that. Let me... can I crop some of it? Don't mind us. We're just... we're just figuring out how to do stuff while we're live on the air.
I like the way your camera's exposed the COVID weight I put on, by the way. It's like, I'm like, who's that manatee wearing the Mets jersey?
The manatee. I think we all have that
Yeah,
problem.
I mean, they estimated like if, over the past year it's been 2 pounds a month for most Americans.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I should move it over so then as I play it, Josh can see it. Ah, see that? Ah! See, we have all sorts of technological advancements in here that we're still learning, but all right, so I think that... Do I need to do anything with the sound or no? I think the sound's already set.
I hope so.
All right, ignore that face, but because the cartoon comes after this.
Okay.
So let's see. Let's hope
Get
that...
it over here first.
What?
You're going to send it over here? Like hit
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go like that. Bear with me a second, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make it a little bigger so everybody can see it. There we go. All right, so, all right, here we go. I hope it works. Oh, all right, hang on. Try that.
No, I do not understand. What a big surprise. Look, Bonehead, I know bullies can be mean and threatening sometimes, but you have to learn how to get past them. Nobody can stand in your way of success but you, Bonehead. I remember when I was a young man back in the 50s, I had to stand up to some bullies myself. It was 1955, and I had an unwavering dream of building Hope Headquarters and creating this team to help our planet Earth and all its wildlife. I never let the high school bullies keep me from my dreams, Bonehead.
Airlines is correct. All right, that's it. That's it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, get out of there.
Oh, you got the rest?
Yeah.
Cool. So there you go. So I just auditioned. What do you guys think down there, out there? Do I get 2 thumbs up?
You do a really
Yeah,
good
that was
old
good.
man. I really like your old man.
That's
No,
a
you
loaded
do.
statement right there. You do a great old man.
You do a great old man.
So, all right. So I didn't know that you actually draw a little bit. Can we get you to draw something?
Sure.
Cool. Anything you want. Anything you want. Just draw. Or should we tell you something? What do you prefer?
I don't know. Just give me an assignment. I'll do it.
So is it people? Is it objects? What do you prefer to draw?
Go under pressure.
I know, right?
Well, come on. If someone says draw, you don't have just like a go-to thing. I can draw this, and you just do it in 2 seconds.
All right, I could do. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys do your thing, and I'll get back to you.
Well, not live on the air. We don't do it. So all right. So what'd you do? You see that? You turned the phone right back off. We haven't heard from DJ D-Love at all this week. Look at that. It hurt you to do that.
Well, I had it off because I had Chris on, and I didn't want anyone to call him
I
at the
get
same
that.
time.
I
So
totally
as soon
get
as I
that.
got rid of him, it stayed off.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
All right. You know, should we talk about what we're mad about while Josh
Sure,
is
because
drawing?
I keep forgetting.
All right, we're mad at Facebook again. Everybody, we keep telling you guys, head on over to govsradio.com. You can see our shows there. You can comment on our shows there, just like you do on Facebook. And if you comment on govsradio.com, I pick a person.
Wrong camera. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. I pick one person.
Hold on.
I pick one person at random.
Wait.
For this, you get a complimentary drink chip for the Roslyn Social, the great place, the Roslyn Social. That's if you go to govsradio.com.
Do you want to talk to Beansy?
Of course we'll talk to Beansy. Hello, Beansy. Beansy? Beansy? What happened to... See, I think... Oh, Beansy?
Hello.
There he is. What happened, Beansy? What happened?
This is Joe.
Hang on. Sallie tried to cut you off. What'd you say?
This is Joe Stas.
Oh, see, there he goes. He said it. Now we're in trouble.
Nah, you won't be in trouble. You'll be good. How you guys doing?
We're doing all right. How about yourself?
Not bad, not bad.
So, in keeping with a spring theme, you mentioned that you're playing Santa Claus.
I used to do it in the Bronx when I lived in the Bronx. I did it for the nursing homes and all that, and I still got my Santa suit.
All right. That's
I do it every year. So this year I'm going to do it. I'm going to come back down to New York for Christmas.
Back down to New York.
Down to New York.
Back up to New York, whatever you call it.
You're in Greenland right now.
I got the Bronx accent.
And I still think you're going to just pickpocket these little kids and get their money. That's what I think is going on.
No.
It's a special occasion. Bring Santa a gift. That's
No, I won't do that. No. Actually, I bring gifts to them.
Oh, yeah? What?
Yeah, I go full out, I do whatever I have to do. The girls, I bring, like, little dolls. The boys, I bring cars and whatever toys.
Yeah,
I get from donations from Target, actually.
All right, so really you go to Target and tell them what you're doing and they give you donations?
Every year. They give me, a little limit on it. It's around $1,000 they give me.
Wow.
Yeah. And I spread it around as much as I can.
I've heard that about you. There's a lot of people out there with STDs.
I was going to say gonorrhea, but
I
was just more specific about it.
Now, and I'm sorry, who'd you say you do this with?
I do this for nursing homes. I do it for everybody.
Wow, that's very
nursing
nice.
homes. Actually, the hospitals I go into, Montefiore Hospital,
right? Okay.
Einstein Hospital, all over.
Einstein Hospital?
Yeah, that's in the Bronx on Eastchester Road.
I've never heard of it.
It's a very smart hospital.
Smart hospital. And
it's a smart hospital. That's a good one. I didn't think of that one.
And I'm assuming they'll let you back in this coming Christmas. Things should probably be okay by then.
Oh yeah. Because actually, the funny thing is, they're already starting to call me about this.
Really? This early?
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't wait. They don't waste no time.
Yeah, well, they must be really desperate. I mean, there's a lot of planning involved. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of planning. So.
Very nice.
I gotta ask you a question, Tony.
Sure.
All right. How's Felix doing?
Felix is still in the hospital, and
okay.
That's he doesn't have COVID. I know that much.
Okay.
And that's I really the honest truth is I don't know much more than that. So
okay.
But we wish him well, and we hope he hope he returns soon.
That's what I want to do. Wish him well.
Absolutely, keep those positive vibes coming in for him.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not easy even with with COVID. You can't because of COVID I should say you can't have your loved ones come in. So.
Right.
It's bad enough to
pretty
be
rough right now.
Right. So it's bad enough to be in the hospital, but you can't even have your loved ones around you. So that makes it even worse. So I appreciate you asking.
No problem.
Yeah,
no
we'll
problem.
keep those positive vibes coming for the guy.
And I got some actually good news. My mother's coming down from New York to live.
Oh wow, that's
your mother?
awesome.
Yep, my mother's coming down.
So what's going to happen now? The two mothers are going to fight over who's going to cook you meals?
There's a lot of meals
Well,
per
yeah,
day.
I guess that I'll just sit down and watch it, ringside and see who's going to cook for me.
That's great. Is she going to be in the same community that you guys live?
She's going to live with me for a little bit.
Okay.
Wow.
And then she's going to find her own place, and then
sure.
Then she goes on her own.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's great news.
Yeah. Finally, she's coming down next week, actually.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, take good care of her, you son of a bitch.
Oh, I always do. I
Very
take care of all my mothers. My mother-in-law, my mother, my wife. She's a mother, too. But we won't say what kind of mother she is.
You were doing so well up until that point, you son of a bitch. You.
Well, she's not here right now. That's why I'm saying it.
Smart man, yeah. All right, make sure she doesn't watch this.
Oh, she'll watch the show later.
All right,
Recording, yep.
Nice knowing you. I thought it was bad enough you're in Facebook jail. Now you're just going to get your ass kicked by your wife.
I know, right? The divorce papers are ready.
Yeah, right. All right, Joe.
All right,
Thanks
guys.
for calling.
Thanks, man.
All right, take care.
See ya.
Thanks, Joe.
All right. All right, so let's see what we got here first, and then we'll get...
I bought. We have a lot of pets, so I bought the kid and my fiance a hamster, and they named him Poof because he's so poofy.
Because he's poofy.
Okay, hold
Poofy.
on.
Poofy the hamster.
There we go. Go slow. Just don't move it.
I'm trying. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. There we go.
Yep. Now go. Move your arm down. Cool. Okay.
Very rough, but you kind of get the idea.
No, that
All
is
right, but
cool.
you didn't... All right, autograph it for me. I'm keeping this son of a bitch.
$20.
What are you, Chris Roach?
Yeah. That'll be like $2,000.
Josh.
That's my name.
Well, yeah, I want... That's...
I was going to use your name. That's from The Simpsons last night, actually. I was
was it?
Yeah.
What about it?
You gotta fix it.
Oh, right. Okay, got it.
Yeah, or throw the other one.
Got it.
Yeah. All right, so oh, look at that. Josh Schaefer autograph. Oh, with a smiley face. Very nice. Thank you, pal. I like it.
Sure.
I like it. All right, cool. All right, so with that, we have...
Do you want me to switch places?
No, we're good. We're good.
Oh, you get to chill on the couch.
Yeah, we have the couch. We have microphones on the couch
I'm
now.
gonna lay on the couch.
We got all sorts of cool stuff going on.
I'm gonna lay down so you guys can analyze me.
Oh, yeah? There'll be other things going on if you lay down on that couch.
This is the psychiatrist couch.
Oh, is that what it is?
Looks like it. Looks like a psychiatrist I saw in the 60s had a black leather couch. It was a little kinky. But.
Well, right. You're in a comedy club with comedians. We have other ideas for this couch, Georgia. I have to tell you right now. Georgia is here. Georgia from Soul Space. Nice to see you, Georgia. Happy you're here.
Space.
Andrew, that's funny.
That's good. Well, yeah, Taz drew Joey Cola last week.
Oh.
You know who Taz is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was actually here. She was in from Seattle.
Oh, that's
and she
awesome.
drew this picture of Joey Cola that was spot on. It was
that's
ridiculous. And we gave it to him, but I don't know, he was a little grouchy or
I
something.
don't
He
know,
really
but
didn't
if you
get very
noticed,
excited about it.
if you actually thought about Adam Snare at the same time, he looked like Adam Snare too. Did you notice that?
I did not notice that.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I think she always has Adam Snare on the
Yeah,
brand.
she definitely has some Adam Snare love going on. So, all right, so Georgia is in here for the first time. Just like Josh, you're in here for the first time, and since we redone it. But
Am I the first one to sit on the couch? It looks really new.
we can say yes.
We have a couple of potato chip stains, but
That would be Tony.
Probably, yeah. But it is a new couch.
studio looks great.
New couch, all the monitors, the cameras, right?
The last time you were in here, there was a wall, right?
Yes, and a lot of junk.
Yeah.
Well, there's still some junk in here. Two guys sitting in here, but
Oh, you guys are great.
right back at you.
Thank you.
So you like it? Yeah, it's good.
I love it. I can't wait to come in and have guests. I've been so COVID phobic.
COVID phobic.
I
Yeah,
have
that's hard to say.
I have to get brave.
Yeah, but have you gotten the shots?
I have not. I want the Johnson one. No pun intended.
Sitting on the couch,
Johnson.
sitting on the couch, asking for the Johnson.
Take a Johnson to go, please. Yeah, because my doctor told me to get that one.
Okay.
So and you can't get it in New York State.
Because you have some immune
didn't
issues,
know.
right? Like, it's not like you're just being difficult. You've got, like,
I'm
some health
asthmatic
issues.
and I'm a hypochondriac and that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So classified. So, and I kind of am anti-vax, being very holistic. But in this case, I think maybe I should think about it a little more,
Okay.
Save humanity.
Sure.
And yourself.
I didn't know the Johnson & Johnson one wasn't available. That's a New York thing? New York said no?
I can't find it anywhere. They had it at the Javits, but now Javits isn't giving any more appointments.
You know anything about this, Nurse Schaefer?
Oh, yeah.
The Johnson?
Yeah.
Tell us about the Johnson.
Well, I have many stories to tell. Beginning back in '83, dumpster. I didn't hear about that. I mean, it's hectic on the floor where I work, so we don't get a lot of downtime for that kind of research. But I mean, I'll take your word for it. I know that it's gotten good feedback, but I didn't know it wasn't available in the state. So you have to travel.
I
where?
think because something happened where they were manufacturing it in a factory where they were also doing AstraZeneca for import,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a whole bunch of contaminated. So they had like 2 million doses or something. Don't quote me on the number.
Right.
That were contaminated. So now that seems to be the Johnson & Johnson one is in shortage.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I didn't hear
but
that.
I could be wrong. If there's health professionals out there, let me know where to go. And then, of course, there's the old, it's like when we had to all call in for unemployment. It's like you have to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning and try and beat the system or something and get your appointment.
Yeah,
so-
I'm having a hard time with that.
Yeah.
Suzanne, our friend Suzanne Ficino, she said that the
Hey, Sue.
Planned Parenthood in Smithtown. Whoops, where'd it go? The Planned Parenthood in Smithtown is giving the Johnson & Johnson shots. Both of my sons got them. Call the Smithtown office. They have appointments available as of this morning. So-
Oh, okay. That's great.
Wow.
There's a Johnson at the Planned Parenthood. How ironic is that?
How strange
Talk
that
about
is.
synchronicity.
Very good.
That's great.
And there you go. Andy Plagano says his Johnson addresses to the left. Yep. That's great. Wow.
I'm going to get the shot and it's going to affect my libido or something. You'll never get COVID, but
Yeah.
you're now an nympho.
You'll never get pregnant.
Well, there's another plus of getting the vaccine. Did you how have you been throughout all this? You've been healthy. Your
I've
family,
been
everybody's
in
good.
the house.
You've been, yeah. I know you stayed in the house quite a bit.
I actually went out last night for one of the first times that my regular earthbound life had a little cocktail party somewhere. And I have to tell you, now today I'm paranoid. I'm like, do I have COVID? I was too
really?
close to people. Oh my God, I was with too many people. So it's just all in my head.
But where you went was it was all
everyone
spaced
always-
out,
yes.
proper protocols.
And
all?
I'm very lucky because I'm a real estate broker in my earthbound life when I'm not doing psychic readings and astrology. And the company I work for is so great about their COVID protocols. It's
that's good.
amazing. So
Yeah.
That's good.
yeah. But I've been pretty much working from home, so I know we were talking about the Zoom earlier.
Right.
I am zoomed out, boy. It's a very strange phenomenon that I only get to see people in their Brady Bunch boxes, But yesterday, when I went to this cocktail party, I met people that I have not met in person before, only through Zoom. And one gentleman came over to me and he said, "Oh, I thought you were a lot taller."
I thought you weren't a dick.
And I was like, "But you've only seen me from the neck up."
And you're not little. Like you're the ideal perfect size.
Thank
so
you
it's
very
like
much.
you know
I'm
what I
a
mean.
little-
Like you're
I'm a
not
little
too
small, but
tall. You're not too small.
I'm kind of vertically challenged, but
Well,
it was
I'm,
just funny.
I'm like
I'm
5 feet.
yeah, you
so.
vertically challenged. Have you not met Sally?
Don't pick on my Sally. Sally saves my butt. Every Tuesday at 6:30, she's the butt saver.
I'm gonna put that on a resume.
You should. Sally, I always used to be late when we were doing the show in the studio. I was always late, notoriously. Like, I'm get here 30 seconds before we go on air.
Yeah.
And we'd have all this stuff to do, and Sally would be like, "We could build a house 30 seconds before air."
I know. I never get flustered. I
She
don't.
doesn't.
It is funny. People will be like, it'd be 3 minutes before. And like, can I use the bathroom? I'm like, sure.
Right. And then every
I'm like, it always just works out.
Right.
You know.
And then every time, like, she's just about to tell me to go, I'm like, wait, do I look cute? You know.
Yeah, she'll be like, how's my hair? Oh, great.
Andy Plagano said he didn't know Sally was into butt play.
Learn something new every day. Hey, people got bored during COVID. No.
Yeah. Trying new things.
Yeah, you must have been going crazy, huh?
Well, there was a lot of things I was supposed to be doing, like writing a book. All those lofty things that we say we're going to do one day.
Yeah.
I didn't do any of that. I pretty much just like cleaned the house a lot, watched the news incessantly.
I was talking.
You did a lot of writings.
I did a lot of blogging.
It wasn't in a book,
Right.
but there was a lot of writing that helped a lot of people through this.
Right.
That's the thing. You put together a cartoon.
Yeah, I'm so
during this time.
envious of that.
Right. That's the thing. I was talking to some
Yeah.
comedians in here just the other night, and I was asking them because I haven't seen some of them through all this.
Right.
So I asked, did you guys feel creative during this? Because I've been trying to get into stand up, and I've been trying to write, but during COVID, I just wasn't motivated to,
And I
to
think
write.
we were. For me anyway, personally, I think the state of anxiety I had in the very beginning, the first couple of months,
Yeah.
that of course squashes your creativity pretty quickly.
Sure.
And the real pandemic, of course, was the fear. And then I think we all just needed a rest. I really do.
Yeah.
I think it was very good to be introspective. Learned a lot about myself. It was a
Yeah.
good time. But I did purge my house quite a lot, I have to say.
Really?
So that was a good thing. But I did a little bit of writing, not a lot. I will say though, trying to do that show, on Zoom every week, an hour. Like now, it's been a year, so we're
Yeah.
talking being on camera by yourself for 52 hours.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck do you do?
Right.
You know?
You are really good at it, though. I'm not just saying that
Yeah,
because a
absolutely.
lot of people ask me when they want to do a show. They're like, "Well, should I have like co-hosts or guests and stuff? Is it difficult to do it just by yourself sitting there?" I'm like, "It's incredibly difficult."
It's very difficult. And it's easy to get distracted, too. So finally, about halfway through, I just figured, you know what? Everybody's home. Everybody's casual. So let's just go with it. Whatever happens, happens. And I found when I planned a show or I planned a topic, it was not good. And when I just wing it like you guys do pretty much every day, you know, you have a guest, whatever, just let it flow.
Yeah.
And that was a really big life lesson for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But you have to be comfortable with yourself first. Otherwise, it's just you get, choked up and you don't know what to say, and you get really nervous.
And I think the audience carries us. I don't know if you guys find that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all we do is read their comments.
Yeah.
What is that? I was reading Carrie's comment. I don't know what in the world she's talking about half the time.
I think
does not
it's
involve needles.
I know she's not in New York, but I like.
No, the next one,
Georgia
on the bottom.
I think as soon
I'm
as
looking.
we were allowed to all like smoke marijuana, Carrie like totally took that, and she's been running with it. She hasn't like left her garden.
Oh, I
in
think
a week and a half.
She's trying to get a reading. Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
here?
I think she had an energy in her house. But I don't really believe, I know I shouldn't say this because people are going to take it the wrong way, but I don't really believe in negative energy. I believe we might interpret it negatively, but I don't think anything's really there to harm us that way.
Oh, that's interesting.
Unless we have invited it in.
Which a lot of people do.
Yeah, because people start fooling around opening portals and then some stuff can happen. But I've always felt pretty protected and surrounded. I think love is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So if you just put love there, if any negativity really can't, negative is dark. So if there's light, it's not going to survive.
What if
So light up your house, Care.
You mind if I ask a question? What if it's a negative spirit disguised as a positive spirit?
I've never encountered that. Of course, my experience is probably limited as opposed to people who do that. But I don't think. Okay, not to get too philosophical. This is a comedy show, but
That's all right.
I believe that God, creator energy, God energy, whatever that is for you, is a
Okay.
good energy. I don't believe God wants us to suffer or be frightened or harm us in any way. And I believe that energy is stronger than any other energy that exists. So if there's anything that's negative, if you tap into that beautiful God creative energy, it's not going to really harm you. I think what happens is people have negativity within themselves that amplifies any negative energy, and they're really harming themselves.
And then, so how do you? And I'm not disagreeing or arguing, but how do you? I'm just asking a serious question.
Yeah.
How do you then, like something with like COVID? How does that?
Right.
How do you explain that?
For me, I think there was a lot of tragedy during COVID,
Sure.
and I think anytime we have an illness or a disease or a dis-ease, I think that it is from the lesson of suffering. And I think the lesson of suffering comes to us to create transformation. What is transformation? You can transform your life in this lifetime, or you will transform to cross over into another energy.
Oh, okay.
And so that's what I believe death is a transformation of energy.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think that's why we can actually link into that energy once it's crossed over, because it doesn't die. It just
Sure.
changes.
Right.
And I know Josh, as a nurse, or in the science end of it, will back me up that energy never dies. It just morphs. It changes. So if we are energy, we don't die.
Right. Now, without, I just want to make sure I'm understanding this right, so I'm going to dumb it down, or
Yeah.
attempt to dumb it
Yeah.
down. So even, that's what I do. So even without, so if someone's in a situation, whether it's COVID or but something
Right.
serious, a serious situation,
Right.
and they didn't physically die,
Right.
but they're still here. But are you saying then they can, if they take a situation like that, let's say it's a
It will
disease,
transform something in their life.
right? Like maybe they'll
Yes.
change a job or
Yes.
change a divorce.
Correct.
Is that so
Yes, and I think
that's
if
what
you look at any adversity, whether it's physical or a situation, or it will cause some kind of transformation in your life. The lesson of suffering is there to teach us some kind of transformation.
Wow.
And we learn through adversity. Humans learn either through wisdom or pain. Unfortunately, most of us learn through pain.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then once you have enough pain, you learn through wisdom.
Right.
So that's
So-
my belief anyway.
All right.
been my experience so far.
Sure.
You know.
Suzanne is asking, what is this lady's name? Her name is Georgia. She tuned in late, and I like her, so I want to know who she is.
Yeah, like Georgia has a show on Tuesday evening.
Here
at Gov's Radio at 6:30. It's an astrology psychic show.
Yeah, I'm a psychic astrologer, and we have all kinds of spiritual guests, and I do some astrology, some tarot cards, and things like that.
Yeah, and it's a great show. Like even Elizabeth Batapia
was
like, I love her show.
Okay,
yeah, and I forget who I was. We were talking to friends last night, and I was saying like one of the things that I really love about Gov's Radio is like I remember one time I was just like bopping around Gov's Radio shows, and I started watching Georgia's show. Like I'm just sitting at home on the couch, and all of a sudden I see my like long time my best friend from like when I was like 5 years old. I'm like, Terry Frattini's watching Georgia. It was like, since she's down in North Carolina, so it was like funny. It's
and
like
she's a perfect example of what we're talking about. She had some tragedy in her life, something not so great stuff happened.
Yeah,
and she is just like transforming her life.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's my story, So, and I work with a lot of cancer patients. I do healing work. And I always find that when you have cancer, you're going to have a transformation, either through passing over or through your whole life will change.
That happened to me,
Tony's
Georgia.
life,
so there you go.
Absolutely changed.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That lesson
and
of
now he
suffering.
has me.
And you guys are soulmates, definitely. You guys just belong together.
He had cancer and then got me.
See, he transformed his energy and brought in all the positivity and light.
Is it true the death tarot card doesn't mean death? It means some sort of change?
Yes, and it means
death
rebirth.
of something.
Yeah, it means the death of maybe your old life or a habit or a relationship or something in your life that should be falling away so that you can actually become stronger or a better, higher purpose.
So it's not like, the classic movie where the guy gets the death card and he gets hit by a bus?
No, the death card only means literal death in tarot depending on what it's next to. Like and every reader's different, but because I read psychically, I don't just read the classic meanings of the cards. So sometimes if I get like what I call the heartbreak card, which is the heart with the sword in it, and the death card next to each other, sometimes that will intuitively let me know there is going to be a death. It could be someone around the person or something like that. But I don't really predict death because I just don't think there's a purpose to that. If the universe wants you to know, they'll tell you. Yeah.
Should I tell them about the last time we had the show and like all the stuff that happened with me? This is like so weird.
We read her, boy.
Yeah, like it was like I almost felt like I'm
and
just
you didn't believe it.
completely naked.
Yeah, you're right. She didn't believe it.
And you left that show thinking that's not ever going to happen.
Well, I didn't leave. That's not actually true. I was just like I left the show going.
She spread the negative energy that you're not supposed to spread.
And so Georgia was doing a show, and she had a guest on who's
Elaine.
Elaine's a tarot card reader. And she was amazing.
Elaine actually is my tarot card reader because readers can't read themselves, so she's wonderful.
They actually can't, or you.
Well, you can, but my ego gets in the way because you want what you want.
Sure.
So it's like, oh, that's what that card means.
Oh,
it's
that's
gonna
interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting here and I'm just engineering, and normally, like I said, with Georgia. Just working, and she does an amazing job by herself. Like I'm not even like on screen. She just does her own thing.
Some shows are crappy. Some shows are good.
It's good, but I'll help. Like because you're alone. Like sometimes I'll help. Like I'll ask questions or something just to like get things going.
Going through my mind with this conversation.
I'm reading them, and that's why I'm laughing. I'm like, I know what he's thinking. You can go there.
I can't help it. Sorry.
So she's so this one particular day Elaine was on and I didn't say anything and I had just gotten news from and I'll just say it like from my ex-husband who'd been divorced for a while, but
the stinky ex.
Yeah, and he
what'd you call him? The
stinky ex.
He just sued me for like the house and like it was like awful and I was like kind of stunned and I didn't want to say anything on the air because first of all I don't really, even though we're divorced, I really don't like to say things publicly because I don't know, I'm not a douche. So I was sitting there and I wasn't helping at all. So afterwards I said to George, I just want to apologize. I didn't help you guys at all, but I didn't want to say anything on the air because I know people are listening, and I just, And so Elaine said, she goes, you look really stressed. Why don't you sit down? And I was like, okay. And then so she's like, here, shuffle cards, lay them all out. And then they're just like Georgia and Elaine.
We got the same read.
Yeah, they were just talking amongst themselves like I wasn't even there. And they're like, oh, look at this, or this, or that. And she's like, she goes, and Elaine goes, and Elaine kept telling me to shut up. I hadn't told anyone. Like, I hadn't told anyone but Tony. And
I didn't even really know. I just knew something, but I didn't know what.
And so I said to Elaine, or Elaine said, don't stop helping me. I'm like, let me just tell you, and then you guys can help me. She goes, no, don't say anything. Let me just read your cards. So then she goes, oh, you're going to court. I'm like, but I'm not, because in my mind, I'm like, I'm not going to have to do this. Like, this isn't going to happen. I'm going to talk to him, and it's not going to happen. It's going to be fine. And she goes, oh no, you're going to be going to court. I'm like, and then they pulled up this one card, and it was really kind of interesting. It's the seven of, what's the tarot card? It was like seven of the guy with the
Seven of Swords.
No.
Oh.
The
Javelin.
sticks.
Oh, Seven of Wands.
Seven of Wands. And she goes, look, this is you. You're the Seven of Wands. And it was this guy, and she goes, look what happened to you. You were caught completely off guard. She goes, look at him. She goes, he was caught off guard. He's not even wearing the same shoes. He just grabbed clothes and but look, she goes, look at him. It's going to be really awful. You're going to have to go to court. Hold tight. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. And I was like, and it's exactly like.
And then I gave her like the philosophical approach. And I was like, listen, this is about, you have to stand up for yourself, and you've got to speak your mind, and you can't just because she didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
I could tell whatever it was, she was not going to do it. She was going to take that little loophole out. And I was like, no, this is not the loophole. This is going to come out only good if you finally just step into your power.
And I did. I actually had to do a lot of writing, and I had to really stand up for myself, and I had to be, rather strong about it. And
when you sent me that text that it all worked out in your favor, it was like months later, just recently.
Yeah.
And I literally wanted to crawl through the phone and just hug you.
Yeah.
Because I was just I just loved you so much in that moment, because I was like, wow, she did it. She stepped into her power. And now you'll never be afraid to do that again.
I know. I was really afraid. I was afraid.
We all are.
I just figured if I was just nice about it, everything would work out, and that would be wrong.
I think, no offense, guys, but that's like a female thing.
It
we always
is,
think that. With if we're good girls.
If I'm just
it'll be
nice
good.
and I'm helpful, then it'll all work out.
Yeah, he'll be good to me.
And
he won't stick the knife in my back if I'm pretty.
And you and Elaine were like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying that's a girl thing? And
I think we're taught that because, we're always taught to do the right thing, do the right thing, do the right thing. And it's actually a self-betrayal.
Yeah.
And then you wake up somewhere between 40 and 60 and you're like, wow, I've been betraying myself my whole life. I think I'll speak my purpose now.
Yeah.
It goes better after that.
But I think there are plenty of guys that do that too.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
I think so now. Yeah. Because now everyone's treated equal. But
yes.
When I grew up, I guess Sallie and I are around the same age group. When we grew up, it was still boys and girls.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I think that's one of the downsides of equality, although equality is good. I think one of the downsides is you're not really allowed to be what your nature is.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. So Andrew's letting us know, Andy Plajanos is letting us know that he's getting DMs asking you guys to open the phone lines from somebody whose name rhymes with E.K. Dove.
Oh, please don't. I haven't spoken to him in like a year.
we let him. Well, one of us in this room lets him call as often as he wants. One of us turns the phone
boundaries
line
that she's worked out with his,
But he hasn't called
guy who's in charge of us.
And we haven't spoken to him at all this
He
week.
had to get a read.
There you go. We haven't spoken to him at all this week.
Correct.
So, where did Gina say? Oh, girls were raised to be pleasers in our day.
That's exactly it. I couldn't have said it better. Gina's got the vibe.
Gina's got the vibe. See, now if I said that, I get smacked or something.
Carrie Ann learned to be a bad, nice girl from her daddy.
I think she missed
Who's
the
your
word.
daddy, Carrie?
Yeah, she left out the word sugar.
Who's your daddy?
Are we getting any? Are you like or I don't know if it's bullshit or what, but like on TV, like you walk into a store and you pass somebody and like, oh, I have something for them and I have to talk to them. Does that stuff happen to you?
Everybody asks me that question. It's that damn Long Island medium.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it.
We
but
went to
yes.
Hicksville High School with her, so we know exactly what you mean.
She's very talented. I don't do that, but I will tell you the truth is, I do have occasion, not usually, like if I'm walking through a store, I can feel energy. You know, someone will pass me in the supermarket and I'll be like, oh my gosh, that was a lot of grief. I think she just lost her husband or something like that.
Wow.
But I never walk up to anyone. But I did have a few occasions, and it happens, you know, seldomly, but it happens where I may be at, you know, like a dinner or a charity function or a wedding or something where I'm sitting next to someone I might not know them.
Yeah.
And a message will start to come through. And spirit, like I won't want to say it because I'm in this setting. It's not the time, whatever. And spirit, the energy, whatever you want to call it, will literally build up heat in my body until I just have to like say this thing. It's like it's like a 10 times a hot flash, you know.
Right.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm not saying it. I'm like fighting with the energy. And so I will say I try to be diplomatic. And so when that does occur, I'll lean over and I'll just say, are you open to a message? Because I do message and I, healing
Right.
work and things, and I'm getting a message.
Wow.
And when that has happened, it's been really on the money, and it's because Spirit really wanted to say a message to that person. I have nothing to do with that. I'm
Sure.
just the vessel.
Right.
You know?
Just the messenger.
But it's just for whatever reason. And that's always amazing to me because, not from my own perspective, but from the perspective of the universe, like what had to be orchestrated for me to be in that place at that time to deliver that
Right.
to that person, that it was a healing message or
Yeah,
something.
like you had to run out of cheese at that exact time to have to get
it's
to
all
that
that
store.
stuff, So like, how could you not believe there's a power orchestrating all that,
Everything
And how
happens
many
for a
other-
reason, right.
Yeah, and how many other people in the universe are experiencing something similar right now? That's just
Sure.
amazing to me.
Oh, do we have a call? We do. You're live on the air. Who's this?
Hello there, Tony.
There he is, DJ D Love. How are you, pal?
Good. We started calling in for a couple hours now.
Well, we got you. So let's
Good
be
job,
happy.
Sal.
We got you now. We're happy about that. Say hi to say hi to Sally and your friend Georgia is here, and Josh. Say hi to everybody.
It's Georgie Rose.
Hi, guys. Good morning to you guys.
So how you doing? All right?
I'm good, Tony. How you been?
Doing all right. So I got your voicemail. You said something about going on a vacation or something?
Yeah, I'm going on vacation July 9th.
Oh, in July.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Where you going?
I'm going to Florida.
Oh, you're going to go to Florida to see your family?
Yep.
Very nice. That'll be a great time, right?
Oh, it's going to be a blast.
So what do you have any brothers or sisters or anything?
Actually, no, I have three brothers, actually. I want to see one of my brothers.
Oh, you have three brothers and one of them will be down there when you go?
Yep.
Very nice. That sounds. And are your parents around? Will they be there?
Yeah, Mom. Actually, that weekend I'm going to go see my mom. I'm going to surprise her for her birthday.
Oh, very nice. That's a great surprise. What a great gift that'll be for Mom.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Are you paying for this? Are you paying for this trip, or is somebody else paying for you to go down there?
Actually, I'm paying for myself.
Good man. Good man. Taking a trip down to see Mom. I like it. You're a
Actually,
good
my
boy.
cousin- Actually, don't me and my cousin Thomas going down there. Actually,
Oh, okay. Very nice. When was
we're
the last?
driving down. We're not taking. We're driving down.
Oh, you're driving now. That'll be fun.
Yes.
when was the
And
last?
Actually, I can't wait.
Go ahead.
I can't wait to see you in a couple weeks, Tony, because I had to show you something. That song I made about last week. It was so good. Actually, I made a song. You should hear it next. When I see you next week.
Yeah,
couple weeks,
yeah.
I got to share this song I made.
That's right. A week from tomorrow, DJ's going to be in the studio here with us. Georgia Rose will come back.
Oh, sure.
Yep.
What day was that?
Next Friday.
I think I'm busy. Oh.
Next Friday.
Oh,
He's
okay.
going to be
Oh,
here.
you know what?
Next Friday, the Friday after that.
What's that?
Not next Friday. The Friday after that, the 23rd.
2 Fridays.
Oh, the 23rd. Why didn't I think it was? For
Why
some
is
reason I thought
that-
it was the 15th.
Yeah, that
'Cause
date's
you're
like so familiar to me.
dumb.
I think I have
Oh, okay.
like root canal. I might have a root canal. No, wait. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, DJ. We'll have
Is he
a lot
going
of
to
fun that
DJ
day.
for us?
Yes, he will.
Oh yes.
Spit in
I'm
the
telling you, I made a
tunes.
song. I should see the song I made. Actually, when I go in, when I come in there on that day, the 23rd, I want you to listen to the song I made.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
made it last Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely do that day. That'll be fun.
Actually, I made it. Actually, it's a nice song. Actually, it's pretty cool. The beat is very nice too.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yes.
Excellent. All right, so what do we got today? We have a rap to before we continue on with the show?
Oh yes. No, I actually got a nice song. Actually, it's about Easter and also my weekend.
Oh, very nice. Go ahead.
There you go. My name's DJ the Love, man. My Easter, my weekend, man, was really good. I had an Easter egg hunt. I came in second place. Another guy in my house came in first place. Man, I'm the best Easter egg hunt finder. Man, I found a couple eggs, and I ate some chocolate. Man, I'm doing next. Plus, I made a CD on Saturday with my cousin Tom and another DJ Walk. Man, I got nothing on me, man. King Kong don't got nothing on you. Man, I'm just DJ D Love and the place to be. Nobody could beat DJ D Love. Man, I'm the place to be. Nobody could beat me, man. I know why? I'm the original DJ D-Dub. Nobody could beat me, man. My weekend was fabulous. Man, how about your weekend, man? I was chilling, fucking, man. I love you guys so much. I want to play with those. I want to play for my best friend Felix also. I want to play for my best friend Felix also. He's in the hospital, man. I just want to pray for him. Let's play Amen Jesus. Let's go. Hey, please, buddies.
Very nice. A nice little throw in for Felix there. That was very nice of you. Nice job, DJ D Love.
Easter man.
Yeah, thank you, Sal. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right,
DJ.
You have yourself a great day, pal.
I got one more thing before we leave, please. I want to do this real quick. Everybody on the Ghost Radio, please play for Felix. Thank you so much. You suckers.
Suckers! DJ D Love, it was nice to hear his voice. Thank you, Sally, for putting him through.
I forgot about DJ.
How can you forget about DJ?
Never will again. I have an earworm, Easter man.
All right, so getting back to what we were talking about before the call came in, are you feeling anything right now? Are you seeing a famous comic? Are you seeing a cartoon and winning all sorts of awards and making it big? And
I'm seeing this really, it's freshly created cartoon animation.
Yep.
Was done during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I see it being
big things, right?
Big.
Yep.
Big.
There you go.
Like what's the Trump board? Big.
Huge.
Bigly.
Huge. It's bigly. It's bigly huge.
Is that a word he used? Bigly?
Bigly huge.
Oh, I didn't.
That's a
hear
great
that.
name for a character, isn't it? Bigly huge here.
Yeah, actually, that is good. I didn't know that. I didn't hear that. Bigly. Oh my goodness.
Bigly and his wife Figley. Remember the Farkle family from Laugh-In?
Yes, of course.
You could do a whole Bigly family.
I love laughing. We have Ruth Buzzy in our intro for our show.
Oh, do you? I didn't realize that.
We bought her.
How did I miss that? I missed that part because I've seen the intro. Oh, well, gotta look.
Yep, she's in there. And speaking of the cartoon, one thing we didn't get to, the music. Why are you looking at me like I'm crazy?
He looks at everybody like that.
The music for your cartoon.
Oh, well, that has to. Oh, yeah.
His wife has been watching, by the way.
Mr. White?
His wife. That would be Mrs.
White. Hi.
Oh, Mark White?
Yeah, Mark White did some cool theme music. So
Suck it to me.
Oh, yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah,
how did that happen?
Well, you guys are kind enough to bring me onto the show.
That's where I was going with this. He met Mark here.
A bunch of times.
Yep. So we're on the credits, by the way.
Met eventually. Sure.
I'm teasing.
Can I be on?
Sure.
That cartoon needs a psychic.
It does?
It does.
Oh.
Finest producers and stuff and everything. You could be.
So all right. So you met Mark here.
Yeah, I met Mark through the show, and then I was a guest, and he was a guest, and we met, and then I talked about the project, and he's a talented guy, and he's a talented guy during COVID, and he said, sure, let me put something together, and it's cool. It has like a kind of like deranged kind of feel to it, and it suits nicely. There's a couple seconds in the beginning, I think, and then at the end for the end credits. So it's like it starts it and ends it. So
did you have to show him any of the cartoon, or I
sent him like some pieces, bits and pieces, and I gave him the overall premise. And it's like we're looking for something that combines this, and it's kind of like feeling for it and that kind of thing. It makes it a little sinister, but it's like teasing you kind of. And he did great. He did great.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
And is it is it keyboards? Is it just him on the bass?
No, I think he did synth. He did synth.
Yeah, he does synth work. Yeah.
Yeah, he was very thankful. I was like, thank you.
Wow.
For the Spin Doctors for put together our theme song. That's great.
And he must have charged a lot of money too.
Tons.
Yeah, more than Roach, right?
Beyond.
He can be a real son of a bitch. That Mark White. Yeah, he's a tough one.
Yeah.
See, there she is, Erin White. She's waving to you.
Hi, Miss White.
Look at, he's so respectful, Miss White.
It's nice.
It is nice.
Mr. Pink, Mr. I don't tip. What do you mean you don't tip? I don't tip.
It's Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Dude moment.
Ken Pichelle is putting the ads in the comments. Thank you, Ken Pichelle, for doing that.
I think he thinks we get in trouble or something if we don't do the ads.
No, he just wants to
don't get
show
the
off.
ads.
He just wants to show off.
That's it. It's about him.
That's my guess.
Oh.
So, all right. So, what do you think? You're happy in here?
I am happy. I love the studio.
I'm putting the pressure on. Is there a date that you're returning?
I think I should return. What do you think, Sal? Sure.
I leave it up to you. And here's what I say about every Libra in my life.
I can never make a decision.
They're beautiful people who cannot make a decision, and
Never.
they'll just torture themselves over and over and over again until they actually do. And if you try to help them, it's not going to matter because they're going to do what they think they should do in the long
true.
run. So I just always like, and I do this with you. I like step aside. Woo! Let's. Just,
I think I should start Tuesday, and Sallie can sit there, and I can sit where Josh is, and there will not be any germs.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, and see that's a HEPA filter right next to you. Too.
I was looking
Right.
at that. I'm going to breathe it in.
What
Yep.
size are you guys?
What size?
My boobies?
Sign.
What do you mean?
Oh, size.
Sign.
Sign.
I heard
Sign.
size too.
I heard size.
I heard size, too. I was going to say extra small, of course.
All right. So we have a Libra. What are you?
We're both Taurus.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good when you have two signs, same signs together?
It can be. It can also, because you'll have the same good qualities, but don't forget, if you're very much alike, if you're born close together, you'll also share the same weaknesses or same challenges.
What do you think of Sagittarius and Aquarius?
I think it's good. Oh, sorry. Air and fire can be good. Air feeds fire, but it can also be overwhelming sometimes.
It's an understatement.
Yeah.
Oh.
Josh got yelled at on the way here.
She's sleeping right now, so I'll just look.
Yeah, because she's a Sag?
No, I'm the Sag and she's the Aquarius.
Okay, yeah. So that's air and fire. So think about, what does air and fire do? Air feeds fire.
Right. I mean, it's for it's most of the time good, but we have.
She's going to push your buttons.
Yeah, but I likewise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Aquarius will do that and then detach. And Sagittarius wants to go after the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So while she's, giving you the silent treatment a little bit or onto something else, you're going to be like, but wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You just did this. We got to finish this argument.
Or like the Aquarius will be like, "You're still mad? What?"
Right. Like, oh, that was 2 days ago. What's wrong with you?
Oh yeah, I hold on to stuff.
Yeah. Right.
But I was thinking it was cusp of Scorpio or something. I don't. Interesting stuff.
So you're getting a reading right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Sagittarius want to get to the truth, and Aquarians just want to forget about it.
Wow. I didn't know that. Good food for thought.
So let me see what else. Sorry. Okay. So what else is there? Did I miss anything with this cartoon?
No.
The mysterious cartoon.
The mysterious cartoon. In development, it's being, as Mr. Roach said. So we're going to give it some time, and then good things should be happening, and then we'll let you guys know.
All right. Yes, please.
We're more than happy to.
All right. I'm gonna read Suzanne's question before we head out here. How am I an Aquarian who can hold a Sicilian style grudge?
Probably because there's something else in your chart.
Yeah.
You probably have either, some kind of
There's nothing.
fixed energy.
There's nothing Aquarian about her.
Yeah, so sometimes we can sometimes our sun can be in an area of our chart that there's nothing else or that's not a really strong house. Like, I have someone in my life who, they are a Pisces, their sun sign is a Pisces, but they have 5 planets in Aries. They're such an Aries person. You would never, ever think they were a Pisces.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, you got to look at the chart.
Yep.
All right. All right. There you go. Is there anything else?
No, I'm good.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Georgia, Rose, anything?
No,
You
I
good?
guess I'm going to be here Tuesday at 6:30.
Tuesday at 6:30.
With Sallie.
And then what happens? So you make the decision for her.
I
and then-
don't.
Well, she just did, really. She helped me.
Right.
I never do. I always like. Did you hear me? Did you actually hear me
She
say?
I did, but then
No,
but
did
at
you-
the end of that, it turns out she's coming in on
Right,
Tuesday.
but did you actually hear me say, "Oh, great, Georgia, see you Tuesday," or did you just see me go? Because we've been doing this
she
for like 3 months.
She's more of a mind screw than the COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
That's
I
that's
do.
still pretty hot, by the way. I'm still I like that.
Whatever she wants to do is great, fine by me.
But my
yeah.
question is,
Yeah.
because she said a minute ago, you manipulated her into coming in. So
She made me see the light.
right. So and how
I was blinded by it before.
So when you do that, the end result is always good. She'll end up saying, "Oh, I'm so glad I came in
Well,
here."
everything's always at the end result is always good anyway.
Carrie Ann says we're the Thursday's A team. Can I be Mr. T?
Yes.
Up.
pay the fool.
I'm on Tuesday, though, Car. They switched me to Tuesday.
Yeah, you're on Tuesday now.
I'm before Rodea.
That's right.
Yep.
And it's a great night.
It's a hot night.
That's right.
It's a hot night.
Georgia
'cause
Rose at
domestic
6:30.
disturbances after that.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a
lot of cool stuff.
Love
it's
that
a
show.
great night.
It is a great night.
Yeah, absolutely. So
And
that's Tuesdays.
Dan from Domestic Disturbance did an intro for me that was really beautiful. Thank you so much. Kudos to him.
Tim.
Oh, Tim. I'm sorry. You know, it was really funny. I can never remember names, so I did like name association. I'm like, I know he has the same name as one of my exes, and it was the wrong ex. That was hilarious. I just cracked myself up.
Georgia
so bad inside.
Slutty Rose.
That's it. That's it. Every rose has a thorn.
There you go. Elizabeth says, I'll be tuning in on Tuesday, 6:30 for Georgia. Very nice.
Thank you.
Excellent. All right. With that, we're good, right?
Yeah.
All right. Georgia Rose, thanks so much for
Oh,
coming in.
thank you so much.
It's
I
good
love
to
you
see
guys.
you.
I love
Good
your
to see-
energy. It's so
right
beautiful.
back at you. And Josh, why do we always say Jeff?
I
You're
did that
catching my
too.
She said that when he first walked in, and now it's been on my mind.
And
Son of a
I
bitch.
was like, why did I just call him Jeff?
Josh Schaefer, thank you for hanging out with us today. It's good to see you, pal. It's been way too long. I'm taking this home with me, the drawing.
That's really actually good.
Yeah, he is. He's very good. He's a talented guy, and we look forward to updates on the show, and the cartoon, and that's it. We're good, right?
Yep.
So today is Thursday, so we have No Rhyme No Reason is on tonight, right? They're
Correct.
Back. They're on at 7 o'clock. There is no green room. The green room is returning next week. We did it last Friday. It's returning next Thursday.
Yep.
And I think we're going to have a Friday edition
Next week.
as well, but regularly,
Right.
or semi-regularly. But that'll be fun. And then, of course, Limo Talk is on tonight at 9:45, and then Sallie and I are back here again tomorrow with Andy Plajanos, and we have a guest tomorrow too, right?
We do.
Tom Sanfilippo will be coming in, another friend of ours who we haven't seen in here since COVID, so we look forward to him, and I hope he's bringing that
He's
guitar.
a guitar player, yeah.
He's
and
been in here a few times. He's great.
He's amazing.
Yep.
He's a really good player. He plays a lot of Grateful Dead, but he plays like a whole bunch
Plays
of
everything,
everything.
yeah.
He's just a phenomenal musician.
You told him to bring that guitar, or don't bother showing up.
Actually, this afternoon, I'm gonna give him a
Piece of your mind.
Don't forget us. Come in tomorrow.
No guitar, no Tom.